theater that like wouldn't work at like a full production. You know, like there's a series called Musicals in Mufti at York Theater where they, you know, every season they focus on a different composer and pick out like 3 of their like kind of like unperformable works, and they just do them.
That's pretty funny. I have to check that out. I like that. I like obscure stuff though.
Yeah, like they took, like, I don't know, do you know the musical Gypsy?
I do not know.
Okay, well, the composer of Gypsy, like, wrote a musical called, like, Bar Mitzvah Boy that, like, was, like, only ever, like, aired on, like, British TV in the 60s. And they, like, did a production of that. It's cool.
I'm not, I've never been, let's see. I think I went to like 1 or 2 when I was a kid, like on a field trip or something, like a musical or something like that. But I've never been to one as an adult. But I would, though. I mean, just to go check it out because I think it's pretty neat. I think,
yeah.
I mean, don't you think like something like Hamilton has, I mean, that kind of brings some popularity into theater stuff, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, there have been some, like, pretty popular, I mean, Rent was pretty popular, but I guess Hamilton is, like, even more popular than Rent was.
And then there was Cats with the famous film adaptation.
Yeah, I mean...
Did you watch that?
No.
No, it looks horrifying.
I mean, I would watch Cats, the movie, if it were on a streaming service for free.
That's probably the only way to consume it, I think, is not to spend money on it. Because it's weird. I mean, that's just, yeah. It's just scary looking.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dan Savage, like, live tweeted Cats when he saw it, and, like, his tweets about it were, like, I think better than watching it myself.
Yeah, there's been a couple movie podcasts who have ventured into it. And, yeah, I remember seeing the trailer, and I thought, I'm like, is this for real? Because I remember when I was a kid, Cats was a big deal. You know, I would see commercials for the play, you know. And so it's always been like one of those ones that people mention quite a bit. And I saw the movie trailer and I was like, whoa, I can't believe this.
Right. Well, the thing is, like, Cats is a pretty, like, you know, taste is subjective, but most people, like, most serious theater fans agree that Cats is, like, a pretty bad musical. I mean, I like some of the songs in the score to Cats, but the whole thing, like, just as a whole doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I've never like seen it or anything, you know.
Well, I mean, like, the premise is like that, like, the cats are all getting ready for, like, a ball where one of them is going to be chosen to, like, move on to, like, the Heaviside layer, which is, like, a thinly veiled metaphor for, like, death or rebirth or whatever. And it's just, like, I don't know. Actually, I think, like, the best parody of Cats that I've ever seen is, like, Rachel Bloom devoted an entire episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend to, like, parodying Cats. I would watch that if you're interested.
I would watch that. I haven't seen Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but I know she does a lot of not only acting, but she can sing, and she does theater stuff, I think.
Yeah.
I know she was in Trolls World Tour, which my daughter is a big fan of.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so she sings a lot of she plays the rock troll, so she sings a lot of rock music in there, and she does really good. It sounds really good.
That's cool. I think she was also in the Angry Birds movie.
Yes, she was. That's right. And it's another favorite around the house. I told you that my daughter's birthday was yesterday, and so we had a little party for her, and then we got her a karaoke machine. And It's been like living with a wedding DJ since yesterday. She gets the microphone and she's just like shouting. She's like, chocolate milk. I'm like, what are you doing? Chocolate milk shout outs? What's wrong with you? But yeah, she has a good time with it. She woke up this morning, eyes open. That's the first thing she wanted. It's all she cared about.
Oh.
It has like a disco light on it, so it's a big party.
That's cute.
It is. I like that she loves to sing and dance and stuff, but she also loves books too, like books and puzzles and things like that. So it's always a delicate balance between, television and then stuff that we think is actually maybe, something not television, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it's like really hard right now to keep kids off screens.
Yeah. It depends what's going on. Some of the stuff that she likes is more music-based stuff. Like some of the Disney movies that have a lot of songs. She likes that. So it just depends on her mood, really. But the karaoke machine's a big hit.
Yeah, that's cute. Do they still make like sing along CDs, or like I don't know if that was ever a thing?
I think they do. This thing has you can hook like an iPod or something to it and play music if you want. And so we haven't done that quite yet, but it's got a bunch of songs in it. It's got a bunch of sound effects and stuff like that. But she loves music though. I mean, if we're in the car, there has to be music on. And, we'll be somewhere and music comes on. She starts dancing, starts breaking it down. So that's a good thing though. I play guitar, and so she'll tell me she'll be like, Daddy, get your guitar, and I'll get it out and play it. So it's cool though. I like that.
That's cool. Have you been spending more time as a family?
Yeah, we have. I mean, I've been working from home since March 23rd, and so it's been. Sometimes it gets a little iffy because having to work, but also trying to keep her occupied. My wife is also working, has been home some, but and then a couple days a week she goes over to the grandparents' house, which is very helpful. So it's just kind of like a balance, just to. She was going to school before this happened, and she was supposed to start back like in 2 weeks, and we just don't feel comfortable doing that. So we're just gonna probably keep her out till after the first of the year and see what happens.
Are they doing virtual learning for kids that don't want to go to school?
I think there is. With her, she would be going to pre-K, so I don't know how beneficial that would be, or if she would, or she would be into that. But we have her like some books and some puzzles and like flashcards and stuff like that. Try to kind of keep all that stuff kind of going. But the little school she went to last year had a 2-year-old class, so we sent her there. They had like a class like 5 or 6 other 2-year-olds, so she really enjoyed it, which was nice. And it's kind of a bummer that she's not able to go back right now, but then again, it's like one of those things. You know, it's like, what do you do? How do you figure it out? What do you, you know? So we're just going to kind of play it safe, I guess.
Yeah, it's a hard choice.
It is difficult, but, you know, just try to figure it out. I mean, I think probably after the first of the year, I hope that she can go back, you know, and get back into that, being around other kids. Because that's another thing, is she hasn't been around any other kids either since March. So she just has to hang out with us all the time.
Right. It'll be weird socially.
Yeah. She will talk about her friends and stuff. She still remembers them from school, and she'll talk about them sometimes and that kind of thing. But, you know, it's just kind of one of those deals. I mean, the fun thing about it is, you know, like you said, spending more time together, those kinds of things, you know, which is nice. And also not having to drive to work. I'm getting like 3 months to the gallon on my vehicle for gas. So that's also a positive.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up. I know you're a very busy lady. You got all kinds of wonderful comedy stuff going on. So if you want to tell us your Twitter and your YouTubes and all that kind of stuff, where we can keep up with you at.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Rebecca T Kaplan, and my YouTube is youtube.com/Rebecca Kaplan Comedy. Or you can follow the links on my social media.
And the stand-up shows are on Tuesdays, the Zoom shows?
Yeah, I host a stand-up show every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
There you go. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you hanging out again. Like I said, I know you have a lot going on, and I really appreciate it. I hope we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on.
All right. Thanks. Take care.
You too.